what you want, when you want it, where you want it. This is The Mesh.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Street Circle Drive. It is the post-Thanksgiving show.
That's gobble.
Yeah, and that's you after a bunch of turkey. Nice.
Or today's lunch.
Happy late Thanksgiving, everybody. Did you have a good one?
Happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
Yes. We did the Halloween show, which we went to Hickory Haunts, and I wanted to give a quick shout out before we go any further. Hickory Haunts listened to our episode.
Yeah, they did.
And then they wrote us and said, good job, guys.
Yep.
Invited us back to come back anytime and get the VIP tour anytime we want it. And I think we're going to do it next year.
Yeah, we'll do it.
Absolutely.
Yes. So we're going to go back to Hickory Haunts.
Especially we don't have to wait 30 minutes to get into that place.
Right. I'll take the VIP all day
Yeah,
long.
30.
30, that was light. That was low.
It was.
That was after you had your pickle and your soda.
Oh, God, pickle's good, though.
I did have a pickle in a bag. Yes. So thank you to the Hickory Haunts people for listening, tuning in, writing, and inviting us back. We did want to make a quick correction that we were told that Hickory Haunts is actually just sort of a overseer of reviews and stuff about this and that. Or excuse me,
Yeah, the
NC
other way
Haunts.
around. Yeah, NC Haunts is just like basically a website administrator or whatever.
That's right.
And,
to guide you to all haunted things, all things haunted in North Carolina.
Right.
But that Hickory Haunts, like
Privately.
Hickory Haunts is legit.
yeah, they're
Hickory,
their own entity.
which I love.
Yeah, me
Makes
too.
it even more important that we went. So again, thank you to you guys, and we look forward to coming back. But now it is Thanksgiving. We have it's the Monday after coming off the holiday break, so we all might be a little mopey. But in just a minute, we're going to have a very special guest on, which I think will help us all perk up a bit. We've all just come off our lunch too, so McNally might be drooling
Or
on the
sleeping.
microphone just a little bit during his snooze fest. But again, you are listening to Street Circle Drive here on The Mesh. We hope you are finding us and all of our other shows on themesh.tv or on iTunes or any other podcast player that you prefer. We're on Spotify now, guys. Hey, Spotify. And please remember to check out the rest of our shows, like them, subscribe to them, follow along. We've got lots of great content coming to you out of Hickory, North Carolina. But today, we're ready to bring in one of what I'm thinking might be one of my favorite guests. I'm just going to throw that out there. I don't mean to set the stage for any expectations, but...
Or nothing against previous guests.
No, absolutely not. But this one's Moose. We have, she's my neighbor. She's my friend. And she's Hickory legend. It's Molly Bass. Welcome, Molly Bass.
I'm concerned about that gobble sound. Yes. Do I have to do
Is a little,
things like
is
that?
that a turkey or is that more like a pigeon? If you had to guess.
I don't know what that was.
Just side note, did y'all hit up Lowe's Foods the past turkey season when your credit card, when it was time to pull your credit card out of the machine, it gobbled at you?
Instead of the bell
It made that
ringing?
noise.
Yeah, it gobbled at you.
That's
did.
pretty funny.
I don't
did not go
attend
there.
grocery stores.
Yeah.
I can vouch for that. Molly has...
You can vouch that I don't go to grocery stores?
Yep, because everything is delivered to your house. Because I see that UPS man there every day.
Oh, yes.
Yes, you're friends
He's
with him,
there
right?
a lot.
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
I have a problem.
You order groceries, don't you?
No, I don't order groceries. Mitch goes.
Your husband goes.
yeah.
There you go.
I can't go.
Yeah. Stores.
It would take way too long.
Sensory overload there.
Well, I have to talk to people.
Because
And speaking of talking, I am not a child.
yes,
I
we
am
are.
a human. I'm not a cartoon. I've been asked, God.
Your whole life?
Is that your real voice? Yeah. And it
So
really
now-
isn't.
I have a constant
I've been faking it for
You're
constant
50
pipeline of helium right here in my purse.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, I really don't.
Well, Molly, thank you so much for being here. You are new to the podcast world.
I am, and you are really welcome.
Well, we're excited to have you here and excited to take that podcast cherry, if you will. I'll just throw that out there. I was excited.
Is this on?
Yeah.
Is this on?
It's a
you
big
were
day.
worried
It's a
about
good
what you
day.
were going to say.
I know. It's a good day. I'm excited. I'm really excited that you're here.
Tryptophan's worn off on Mary-Margaret.
I know, right? I didn't even have that much turkey over Thanksgiving. I'm good. So, Molly, we have a lot to talk about, so we're going to dive right into it. Okay. We have invited you here today because, one, you are Hickory, right? And this is the Hickory podcast. So we really wanted you on here to talk about several things. One, you have lived here, moved away from here, come back here. Yes, and then I think you've moved away and come back again after that too. But you have ended up in Hickory.
Yes, on a cul-de-sac.
On a cul-de-sac,
yes.
That's right. After having grown up here. You did.
Colder though, so it's okay.
This is the cul-de-sac, yes. Shoot. You were trying really hard.
She was so worried about saying inappropriate things, so.
I just said, because I don't belong on a cul-de-sac, though.
Well, you know.
But that means you can't leave, though, right? Like, you can't leave from Hickory and come back, right?
Right.
Okay.
But I've been blocked in the cul-de-sac. Were you living there? When the tree fell? And I blocked in the UPS truck.
Oh, yes, I was
days.
there. I was there, yes, because it fell right in front of my house. It was on fire. The lines were on fire. Yes. Well, we live in a great neighborhood.
We did.
We're very lucky.
We're very excluded, though.
Yes.
Because y'all are a gang, and you all have little kids, and you don't invite us to do that kind of stuff. But that's okay.
We
don't want to come anyway. So
we can address.
She'll invite you to babysit. You might watch out.
Yeah, you watch what you ask for, Molly Bass.
Okay.
We love talking to people that have grown up here in Hickory and then have chosen to come back. We've actually talked to a lot of people. It's funny how much that happens, and right now, obviously, and for the last while, there's been a big push behind the hot spot of age group, that 30s to 40s, young adult, new family type group of wanting to bring people here. But there's another reason that we thought of you for today. We've also on this show addressed a lot of education, a lot of things in the area that are tech-driven or business-driven and whatnot, and industry-wise. And we want to talk about the arts today.
Yay, the arts.
The arts are important. Yes. We're on a medium right now. We all work for a creative company. Well, McNally.
I was about to say, if we work for it, I'm starving.
Sorry. We actually work for a creative company. We think that art is important. And we wanted to talk about what there is to do in the arts in the community, and especially for children. And when there is children involved with the arts, I think Molly Bass.
Well, that's cool because
that's a good place to be.
People could think other things.
They could, but I think Molly Bass.
Cool.
So you used to teach, is that right?
I taught for about 5 minutes.
Okay.
At Clyde Campbell.
Yes.
I was there for about a month.
Yeah.
But that was years and years ago.
But you've always been involved with the arts in schools. I've seen a lot of your commitment to that.
Super volunteer at Jenkins when my kids were there. I did all the shows with the music teacher Denise Prince. Mm-hmm. And then I took a little break because my kids were in middle school and they did not want me to be anywhere
because they didn't want you to be your mom.
Yes.
Yeah.
And but then my niece Mackenzie Anderson asked me if I would do a play at Hickory High because they don't have drama there anymore, and we did a musical, and now we've done 5 or 6, and they're amazing, and the kids are amazing, and for me, when I went to college, I didn't have any name shows to put on my resume. But now these kids have You're a Good Man, Charlie Brown.
Oh, great.
Wizard of Oz, 25th Annual Putnam County Spelling Bee. I mean, I just think it's important because they can go to college and have that confidence and that I didn't have. I mean, I think we did The Mouse That Roared.
Right.
Have you ever heard of that?
No.
So, yeah. And I hate it that Hickory doesn't have drama. Did you go to Hickory High?
No, I went to Fred T. Ford. Go Tigers. Yes. So I was a county school.
That's right. Mm-hmm. Well, we had drama, but we didn't have...
It wasn't like drama. That, though. We weren't doing big name plays. I did take drama in high school, and we had the option in middle school, too, and took that, but did not get to do Like big
elementary?
shows.
Didn't you have it in elementary?
Yes.
Do your kids have it in elementary school?
They have, so my kids go to Clyde.
Yes.
Clyde Campbell. They have, their music teacher will do a couple of performances. So they'll have like a Christmas pageant, but it's very, I guess, segmented among the grades. So like it might be the 3rd and 4th graders do that performance. And then there's a chorus, but there is not that I'm aware of a continuous club. And I have one, my oldest I need to find out more outlets for her because she really loves the arts, especially theatrical and drama and whatnot. So I do need to find those outlets for her. So if there is, it's a smattering across the board. It's not a consistent.
Because when I was,
it's blended into the music.
When I was there, they did half art, half drama.
Okay.
And they didn't do that anymore.
So now I think they have these blocks, and I'm not going to sound like an expert, so any teacher listening will definitely know that. So they have to do a PE, physical education, every other day. So there will be, say, PE, then the next day will be art, like the true physical art.
Right.
Then they would go back to a PE, then it would be music block the next day. Then it would be a PE, then it goes to music.
Okay.
So those are the 3 blocks surrounding PE. But as you can imagine, you're hitting PE twice a week. You might hit art once in a 2-week period, depending on how that week lays out. So it gets a little spread out like that. And the music, I think, takes more of that drama theatrical arts from the physical art.
I agree. And we, my children, I have one at Jenkins right now that does not have drama, if you will, or a theater type class. And then, but they do have Night of the Arts, which is like a talent show, so there is a small outlet there, but there's no shows really. It's a lot of singing. They do a lot of arts, as in singing and drawing. But again, those are kind of a once a week type thing. And then now I have a middle schooler now who does not have any of that. There is band, but that's about it. But it's something that I believe. I feel like while as important as I think school theater and opportunities are with that and having arts in the schools, I also believe the community should have some stuff too.
Absolutely,
and
yes.
We're very lucky to have certain things like Hickory Community Theater, the Green Room, Newton Conover Auditorium,
Hickory Arts.
We have Hickory Music Factory. We have Plater K. And so we have these outlets.
And dance studios.
Absolutely. Several dance studios, lots of music ones, lessons, things like that. Over at LR, there's lots of summer camps that are happening. So I feel like there's things in the area. But what I'm looking for from you is, what are some things that kids can do or that we as parents can do to keep art active in their life, whether it's theater, behind the scenes, in front of the camera, whatever it may be?
I have no idea.
Yeah.
No,
it's a constant struggle?
No. I will research and get on email lists and for all the arts organizations, and they'll let you know what's going on. I feel like, though, we're lacking, and we can do better. We can do more. The out-of-school activities cost money. You need transportation. All that is, can deter some people from participating.
Absolutely. Same with summer camps.
Right, yeah.
Very expensive.
I might be totally I don't know if I'm off topic, but I just have to tell you this. So we did Hairspray at Hickory High 2 years ago, and where you do the biographies of the cast. It was so cool. We are nerds, we are cool people, we are musicians, we are athletes, the whole back of the program, it was every type of person you can think of, and they were all involved. And we're still like on a group chat, and several of the kids said, I would have never met that person had I not been a part of this show. And I feel like are they going to hear that? 'Cause I just did that.
You're good.
There's we're spanking. There's a place for everybody in theater, if you're a musician, if you want to do the stage managing, costume. I mean, there's a place for everybody, and I feel like it's, even though it's drama, there's not a lot of drama, and it's a safe place. It's a family, and I just feel like I wish Hickory City Schools did more. I wish all this, and I wish, I don't know how to fix that. Mm-hmm. I guess just money.
What happens right now, because I don't know, because I don't have kids that age yet, but at Hickory High, whenever you guys did a play, mm-hmm. And I see your promotion behind it, I see the clips and stuff, I guess I maybe thought that was a class there. And so this is completely voluntary, and you just kind of are leading the pack. Yeah, and
it's a club, they create a club kind of.
You're reaching out to people, just saying if you want to audition for the show or what?
Right. Yeah. And it's after school, and
okay,
we try to work with kids that are doing athletics,
Right.
But it's all.
Wow.
There's a chorus. Dr. Clark has a chorus class. But this is all extra.
This is all outside of school,
right?
Technically, but It's all consists of Hickory High kids,
right?
Right.
Yes.
That's such a shame. I mean, I'm glad that there's someone there doing it, but I feel like it's a shame that it's just the afterthought, if you will.
I feel like the way our schools are now. It's all the teaching to the test, memorizing, and just spitting stuff back out. And to me, if the more you I don't know, do a crossword puzzle, the better you get at doing crossword puzzles.
Sure.
So if you keep doing creative things and practice being creative, then it gets easier. And so when they go out into the world, get a job, they've got this, because I think, now here's a statistic I'm totally making up.
This is the best kind.
I saw it on Ovation. Do y'all ever watch? I love that channel.
Yes, me too.
76% maybe of, I don't know anything about business, but businesses are looking for creativity as their number one job criteria.
Creative
like on
thinking.
your resume and stuff, right? I mean, we're in an area of entrepreneurs as well, and I mean, I firmly believe you have to have some sort of creative background to have entrepreneur spirit in you.
Well,
because you got to pull up your bootstraps and go. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I guess I'm just curious how we can, as a community, help support some more of these things. So tell me, you did a show
Yes,
recently.
I did.
It was for your birthday.
It was.
But
it was
you put it on as a fundraiser. You brought in all of your buddies to get on stage with you. You did a couple skits. Y'all had a song, several songs, things like that, right? You were raising money for something. What was that?
For the TAG grant with the United Arts Council, which gives money to high schools to put on theatrical productions, but they want to expand it and give it to the orchestra and band and other places. So,
right.
Yes.
So
it's important.
Yeah. Is that why we don't have stuff in schools? Is it state funding? Is it lack of interest? Is it lack of teachers? What's the reasoning that you think we don't have it?
Ooh, I don't know.
I'd say the number one reason is you've got 180 days, 180 or 82 days of curriculum in the school year. So we talked about teaching to the test. So you've got folks. It's not a local issue. It's a Raleigh issue, and it's a Raleigh issue, a Columbia issue. I mean, you name the state capital. So they are worried about these scores from this global competitiveness standpoint. A lot of parents that had to deal with the pain of Common Core a couple of years ago. That Common Core was brought in because, other countries are learning at this level. How do we compete in math and science and all of these these hard sciences, and we've only got so much curriculum time. Like, how do we add these things back into the fold? Like, even foreign languages and things are, honestly, it's more days in the classroom or longer days.
Or you can incorporate it into
There's some of that.
Because I used to write skits in my French class. And that's how we learned conversation, and
Sure.
it helped learn. You know, there's ways to, and they are just not. They have to follow this strict
Yes.
guideline, and our schools.
But it didn't used to be that way. You know, I mean,
Well, and it's also funding.
Yeah.
And we're losing assistants and.
Oh, yeah. If you're going to pay for a teacher, it's going to be a
Right.
grade teacher or a
right.
specialty in that world of
Right.
science, math.
You know what I did? Did I tell you about dressing up as a bunny rabbit?
No.
I dressed up as a bunny rabbit. I went to Raleigh, and my friend went with me. She was Alice in Wonderland, and we wanted to to get attention because I can't remember, HB something.
HB2, the bathroom
Or-
bill? Is that
No,
what you're talking
no,
about?
that's a whole other podcast.
Right. I was going to
There's
say.
so many podcasts to
There
do.
are.
Now
There
that I
are.
know what a podcast is, but I really don't.
Now you want to do all the podcasts.
But maybe 13. I don't know. Who cares?
Make it up, then nobody will
Okay,
know.
13. But they were going to take away, the arts and PE.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh my gosh, that's insane.
And foreign language, I think, was on that as well, or many, especially levels of it. It was all those
Well,
things.
and they just passed over it and put it off to another year. But I wanted to. I did almost get arrested too.
Almost. Next time.
Yeah, well, you can't be in that building in a disguise.
Oh, right.
But you could. I mean, I was a bunny rabbit, but you knew I was me. But then they said you can't disguise your voice.
Oh,
I said,
Molly.
it's my real voice. And he said, well, you are a bunny rabbit. But anyway.
Oh, my goodness.
But then I wanted to be arrested because that would have brought attention.
Right.
Because some of our teachers didn't even know about it.
Yeah.
And there's all kinds of data. I did all my little homework here that says if students in the arts, they score higher on the SAT, they do better in, I think if you play an instrument, you do better in math and geometry or something. And the social skills, the empathy, learning about other cultures and psychology, why would this character react this way? I mean, it's everything.
Yeah.
And it
It's
could be the
everything.
connective tissue just to keep somebody engaged in school, period.
Absolutely. I have a statistic on that too. Yeah.
I like it.
Look at you guys.
We're the same person.
I think so.
But really.
This is really your voice.
It is.
You're just speaking into
Yes. But
Yeah.
it keeps kids coming to school. And if I hadn't done stuff at Hickory High, I would be down by a pond with a big floppy hat rocking back and forth slowly and humming.
Yeah.
I mean, really.
Yeah.
I would, or just spontaneously combusted.
It is a nice escape for some people too. I mean, it's
Right. And it
you've
gives-
heard so many of those stories, and I understand that happens with all different kinds of things. Somebody that plays a sport
Sports.
or something,
Oh, yeah.
where you
Right.
never. But it's
Gives you
all
a place
about
to shine.
Exactly.
Where, and there's places for everybody to shine.
Yes.
We need to provide the places. Or, now I'm at that point where I can't shut up.
Yes.
Or you can you can make it, which I've done. Like, I'll just go put on a play.
Yeah.
Everywhere I've lived, I've just rented a theater and got my friends and put on a play.
Yeah.
I mean, I did it when I was a little kid and made all my family watch them. So,
I mean, and didn't we kind of all do that? I mean, like we were actually just talking about that this weekend. My brothers and I and my cousin used to put on like a little Thanksgiving skit every year at Thanksgiving. I mean, it was just what you did as kids, right? And so it's like now I was just thinking, my kids, I've got twirly girls, that love to spin and twirl and things like that. But I mean, they also don't really have any other steady outlet though. I mean, I don't know that my kids would know that much about getting up on a stage, per se.
Yeah, and speaking in front of people is
Absolutely.
huge.
That gets you a long way in life, is being able to speak in front of somebody, right?
Yeah,
I mean, or a crowd of people.
My daughter and niece, I just did something on Facebook, and I said, send me a work of art that you're thankful for, and I got the cutest stuff. They did a water ballet. Is that the cutest?
Super cute.
You need to look at it.
Everybody needs to look at your Facebook.
Yeah.
You put up some
Yes.
very cool things about happiness and friendship and love and acceptance and everything else. It's a really cool, just, again, escape from having to see the normal, sometimes crappy stuff that's coming across your news
I
feed,
can
right?
put up some crap too.
Well,
I can get into the crap.
yeah. Well, it is a nice break sometimes. Now, little known fact is that Moose's mother is a music teacher.
She is.
Yeah. So it's, you grew up with that.
Right. No, I got a real heavy dose growing up.
I bet.
Mom was a music teacher out of the house. She also taught music in school. She also taught theater and music in
Hickory?
in Statesville.
Oh, okay.
And look how great you turned out.
Listen to
Perfect.
Moose's voice.
Totally opposite than yours.
Yeah. Do you want to sing a duet? or
Sure.
something?
You ready?
What are we going to
He
sing?
has a band here
Yeah,
in
he
town.
does have
Did
a
you know
band.
this?
Have you ever heard of Moose and Friends in town? Don't say no.
He has all sorts of friends.
I totally
Best
have.
friends.
got
It's not
lots
Moose
of
and best friends.
Do you
Moose and
sing?
friends.
I do sing.
He is. He was
Yeah, we
just
put
the
on events in
headliner
town.
at the Shuck and Peel downtown. He plays at the tap room over Thanksgiving every year.
Yep. We do a whole bunch of stuff.
Do you write music?
Yes.
I write music.
See, now
But I don't-
we're best friends.
But I don't know how to. I don't know anything about music.
Well, we
Staccato is all I know.
That's how
Right.
you guys could work together.
there
Exactly.
it is.
Moose has that background, but he's also, and I'm just going to spill this out there. I'm pretty sure he told me in confidence one time, but I think it's fair at this point
Sure,
to
tell
say
all
it.
of our 10 viewers.
Right? He is, one of his guilty pleasures is musicals.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
All the musicals.
Right. This jam band, Grateful Dead, listening.
Have you seen Hamilton?
I have not seen Hamilton yet.
I have seen Hamilton.
Molly has seen Hamilton a lot.
Nice. Oh, I have heard about your Hamilton travels.
You
I
have?
think I have heard about your Hamilton
People are
travels.
talking about me.
Yes.
Yes.
Well, we were talking about your Hamilton travels when we were talking about having you as a guest on our podcast.
Y'all were
Yes.
just talking about me.
Right.
No,
just in general.
Yeah, we were just sharing the love of Molly Bass love. So,
Well, you
Moose,
could tell
what's
us
your-
about your Hamilton travels.
That would be a whole other podcast.
Man, we're at number
There's
3
so
already.
many things. You're going to be on a pod. We're going to have you here all the time. You can come in anytime you want, and we'll do podcasts together.
Okay.
The Molly
Just
Bass Show.
talk.
And we can just go down stories.
I can see it right now.
I could do the whole Ninja Turtle
You were a Ninja Turtle
stand-in
stand-in
for a stunt turtle.
during.
I wish
the
all of
movie.
you could see the way they're looking at me in awe.
Heroes on the Half Shell.
Because they are.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles were one of my favorites growing up.
The second movie,
Secret of the Ooze. Yes.
Secret of the Ooze. You've been on TV with Chuck Woolery
Yes.
on Scrabble game show.
Yes. I was on Arsenio Hall. You could see me in the audience going, yeah.
Found.
Nice, nice.
Oh, well, yeah.
You got any more claims to fame? Go ahead, spill them
Oh,
out because
yeah, I was-
Hickory needs to know that we have this resource here.
I was in the audience of Michael Jackson. I can't remember what it was called, but you can see me in the audience.
A music video style?
No, it was a special he did.
Oh,
It was September 10th, 2001. So I was in New York City.
really?
September 11th, yeah.
Really? Oh, that's where the performance was the
Yes.
night before then.
Yeah.
My goodness.
Oh, I have all kinds of. Hey, give me a few weeks and I'll come back and
you
I'll
have a
have
whole
a great
Story time with Molly Bass.
You won't believe the story I have to tell.
I'm not
I'm real
not afraid
obnoxious
of this.
about it.
I can totally do it. I'm not afraid of this at all.
Or I could just call you and tell you.
just
about
walk
it.
your dog by my front yard
Yeah.
and we could talk for a little bit. It's all good.
Well, I'm just going to tell him I'm going to the premiere of Mary Poppins Returns in London. I'm obnoxious. But my friend got me a ticket, and I'm going.
And
That's
who
awesome.
is it that
I
you're
know.
obsessed with?
There's some guy, Lin-Manuel Miranda.
Oh, maybe.
Some
He's
guy?
going to be
I've heard of
there.
him.
Yeah. Have you heard of him?
I've heard of them.
Yeah.
Molly's gonna get arrested.
When is that? That's
December 12th.
okay. I was going to say soon.
The premiere in LA is this week. But I'm going to do the European tour.
And he's
Yes.
doing the Dick Van Dyke parts. Is that what his? Yeah.
Oh wow.
Ish. Ish.
Ish.
It's the lamp lighter now, or something like that.
So
it's
they've
called.
changed it from chimney sweep to lamplighter.
Well, this is
we
returns. This is not the same Mary Poppins
I'm
story.
behind. I'm like 3 decades behind, I guess.
This is Moose doesn't have children either, so
But his voice.
yes. So this is not the same Mary Poppins story. It is the Banks children are grown up
Oh.
and they have children now.
Oh.
she's coming
Oh,
back.
here we
Mary
go.
Poppins Returns is what it's called, right?
Right.
Returns.
All right.
All right.
Yeah.
I'll have to.
Emily Blunt is
called.
Mary Poppins,
Oh, nice.
and her husband. So what if he's there?
John Krasinski.
Yeah.
I would pass out or
Yeah.
throw up. One.
McNally, this
Jim
show
from The
just turned
I love
into
him.
trick chat
I
real
know.
quick.
I'm sorry. I digress. We totally turned into
So
chit
back
chat.
to
You're right.
the arts.
Yes.
What can we do?
Well, here's the thing. What I love about you, Molly Bass, is again that we have a resource in town that has experienced things. I feel like, like you've seen things, whether you're from the audience, whether you've been on stage, whether you were trying to make it big in the business, right? But it is lacking here in the area, and we have some resources. You were putting on a show, by yourself with your friends, trying to raise money for things. And
we did really well. I
see,
think.
and I think that's fantastic. But it shouldn't always have to fall on just on Molly, right? So, who knows? The 8 people that are listening to this right now might be able to help somehow, but I want to know what we should do next. I know you don't have the answers of a crystal ball, but what are some things that we can do to keep our children engaged in the arts? Because right now we don't have the ability for them to have it in schools.
Well, there's all the after school.
Yeah. So, reaching out to emails, like you said, get on the email lists. Really, it's just, I feel like there's just a lack of a
Well, for some
portal,
of them, it might
if you
even
will?
be some engaged, active parents or volunteers that would be willing to assist with some sort of after-school club. Like it's more than a club what you're doing at Hickory High School. So I'm not trying to say, it's just a club like the chess club.
Right,
But
yeah.
in essence, if it's after school, it's the extracurricular sort of club volunteer. I guess there are opportunities for people that do want to see that in their children's schools to possibly find assistance in that
You would
world.
need someone that is really good at organizing, and they could be like boosters, like
Athletics has.
have. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they could do fundraisers, and they could do, I don't know, stuff like that.
So, like art boosters.
Right.
Yeah.
And it'd be the music, the physical arts, the performing arts.
And because materials,
Yeah.
it's expensive.
Yeah. Yeah.
And creation of
And-
set design.
Yes, and the grants and the
Do you get grants and sponsorships right now for the plays that you volunteer for?
no.
No.
Well, Bass
get-
Smith Funeral Home is
Proud sponsor of.
Yeah.
proud
Yes.
sponsor of the Hickory High Theater Department.
Okay.
But it would be amazing if the middle schools, if they and the elementary schools started there. Like,
For you to make it big again in your directorial debut, we need to put this pipipeline. We've got to
So let's start a club.
make those middle school performers
yeah, I don't
good
need
by the time they get
I
to
don't
you.
need to make it big. I'm big enough.
That's again.
I was trying to put your name in lights with Lin-Manuel. I was just, trying to see what we can do there.
I've been to the mountaintop with the Ninja Turtles. So
As
I'm good.
I've
girl
seen
can
the
do.
mountaintop.
I've seen it from the eyes of Donatello.
Master Splinter and I were at the
I
Master.
was Michelangelo.
You were Michelangelo.
yes.
Good to know.
Yes. I'll show y'all pictures later.
What color is that one?
Orange.
Orange. Yeah.
Nunchucks.
He's the one that liked
Which you
pizza.
were.
He's the one
Nunchuck. He's the
they
youngest
all like
one.
pizza,
They all
but they
like
all
pizza.
but the
He's the
nunchucks.
youngest one. He's the pizza aficionado.
nice.
Nunchuck. Yeah.
Total power.
It's the man.
Excellent.
Powerful Teenage Mutant Ninja.
Hi, I'm Alan,
I'm Chris.
and we're the co-hosts of Foot Candle Films, a movie review and film discussion show here on themesh.tv.
Each episode, we talk about some new movies, cover some film news, and have some recommendations.
And trust us, we're just as likely to talk about the latest Jim Jarmusch film as we are the newest Transformers installment.
Hold on, don't get too crazy.
Well, okay, maybe not that bad. But you can find our show and all our episodes on themesh.tv. Plus, you can subscribe to get new episodes delivered right to your computer or mobile device.
We'll see you in the ticket line.
Well, like I said, I wasn't expecting like the answers on this podcast, of having Molly here. I think it's more of let's start a discussion. Let's hope that there's people that realize, yes, we do have a art-friendly community with things like our Hickory Museum of Art.
Very friendly, I would say.
The Hickory Community Theater.
Yeah, I'm doing it again.
Yeah, go right ahead. Yes.
So I was at a concert. James Taylor, anybody? That's another
favorite
problem
of yours
that I have. But
An
this
addiction.
lady is from Asheville, and she was talking to me about Hickory, about how amazing we are with our symphony and our art museum and yada. So I don't want to knock Hickory at all.
We definitely have these. It's
Yes.
maybe the children's opportunities
Right.
to grow in with it.
Right. And
that's what I feel like we lack.
And Hickory is weird because there's so much talent.
Yeah.
Like the freaky
For the size of
weird.
our community.
it is freaky.
Yes.
It really is freaky weird.
It is.
Yeah. You go to the Green Room or Hickory Community. I mean,
No, those shows
Are
are
phenomenal.
fantastic. Yeah.
Go to a Molly Bass play. You won't believe
I don't even know if I can handle it.
Now, I've got a couple favorite Molly Bass plays that I have seen. I was there for Junk twice. First run and second run, right? And but that's how I knew of you, I guess, from long before being buddies and being in the same neighborhood was your playwriting.
I have a new
So
one. I have a new play.
fabulous!
I know.
Is this going to be a local thing too?
Oh, yeah.
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 So speaking of the plays, I know I've seen a lot of your stuff at Hickory Community Theater. They have the Rug Bug Theater there, and that's for younger children to put on performances as well.
Right, yes. And then they just did The Lion King
Junior. Right,
which
right.
was all youngins.
Which comes across every once in a while. Again, I think you hit the nail on the head earlier when you said, some of these things, they're great opportunities, camps, summer camps, classes, whatnot, but they are sometimes pricey or in off season and transportation and whatnot. So I really love the idea of like a club, starting like a club that could honestly get some sponsorship, just like someone sponsors the football team or
Right,
someone
yeah.
sponsors the school in general, right? You could sell wrapping paper or something like that.
Oh, I love buying wrapping paper.
See? Well, good. I'll send my kids up there.
Do
when that
they? Are
time
you
comes.
selling wrapping paper? Because I do.
No.
I don't like cookie dough.
No,
See, they
I'm
stopped
sure
doing
we-
like when I was growing up, my school we always did the wrapping paper,
I love
and now
wrapping paper.
it's all that
Cookie
candy. I wish
dough.
we had the wrapping paper because I need some of that every
I,
year.
again, agree.
It's good
Yes.
quality.
Thick.
Yes,
Yes.
not 5 feet of wrapping paper that tears.
Tissue. Right.
Yes,
Yes.
preach,
well, good.
parents
what
across
we,
the world.
I know.
If I got to buy this stuff, I want it to be useful.
I'm impressed that you wrap.
Oh yeah, I'm an expert. My wife would make fun of me right now because she'll just kind of yes, as Moose makes his fake DJ.
Rapper.
Not only am I a Christmas rapper, but I'm also a rapper.
An RA rapper.
And
yeah.
a W.
Nice.
Yeah, no, my mother wrapped me across the
Instilled-
knuckles. I know how to do a perfect
instilled that
Christmas.
in you.
Yes,
I like it.
Hmm?
The many talents McNally has.
few but mighty.
Yes. Well, again, I wasn't looking for a final answer here. I think it's just worth starting a conversation. I think obviously great ideas come out of brainstorming and talking with people of like.
And now you have 4 more
stuff.
podcasts to get started. So.
And now I know, right? Now we're
yeah.
going to do more podcasts. We might start a booster club. We're all kinds of stuff,
Yeah,
right?
let's get a space.
a Hickory musical
We would
with
love
these
a
two
space.
together.
Space, like to have
Performances,
and have.
club meetings.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then we could get scholarships for, or God, what if it was all free?
Wouldn't that be amazing?
Yeah.
Well,
I think there should be a Moose and Molly benefit concert.
We can make that happen.
Now you're one of his best
Moose will
friends. I
come
hope you
play.
know.
You can sing. You guys do a duet.
There it is.
McNally and I will
Yeah.
hold the buckets at the front,
Yes.
like the Will Rogers guys in the theater,
Yep.
you know? So, yeah, we're good.
I think, do we all just become best friends though?
exhausted.
Oh, we did. We did.
Are y'all exhausted? now?
We always are exhausted because we're always brainstorming on some of these things. Mentally, it's exhausting in here, but things happen. So we are excited to have you here to hopefully start the conversation in the community, especially to open up the conversation to other people outside that are listening, and hopefully they can come back with their ideas of how to involve more essentially free activities for children to be involved in the arts if we are not capable of getting things changed to where it's offered in the schools.
Right. And I'm free.
And Molly is free to come and help and do it.
Right, yeah.
I love it. So hopefully if you have any ideas, we want to hear from you. We want to hear your ideas. We're going to post about this on Facebook. We're going to try to get people involved. We're going to put a picture up of Molly in the studio in a little bit. Yeah, girl. Don't get wide-eyed on me. You be excited. We're all going to, everybody does it when we have a guest. Yeah. And then
I didn't wash my hair.
Well, we will anxiously
this
be
week or
awaiting.
just today?
Don't be personal.
Yeah.
Look at the two of us. You're cannot wash it for the year, and you're still in way better shape than me and Moose.
Curly, we got 2 curly hairs, 2 no hairs, and all of us are M's. Mary-Margaret, Molly, McNally, and Moose.
Wow. I don't know if the world can handle all this at one sitting.
So it's officially the Best Friends podcast, and we could just stop here while we're ahead. Right?
That's right.
Okay.
Plenty ahead.
Good. Thank you, Molly, for being here with us. We have a little bit more to talk about. We hope you'll stick around for the rest of the show.
Oh, I would love to.
Oh, good, because we like Hickory locals being able to chime in. And again, if you have ideas, feedback, want to talk to Molly, get in touch with us. Let's start something in keeping the arts available to our children in this community. And let's make something happen. But until then, Moose, tell us what is happening.
Hey,
Nice
bing, 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 bing,
That was a good
bing,
one.
bing. That was a good segue there. So, keeping in the vein of arts, I'm going to give you a whole bunch of events that are art, theater, music related. We'll start with the Green Room Community Theater. Playing right now is Scrooge. It's an adaptation of A Christmas Carol. It's playing at the McCreary Theater, and it's going to be running until December 2nd. It's all weekend. December 8th, The Frog Prince begins, also there. And then January 18th, Murder on the Nile, Agatha Christie's adaptation of that play is also. Those are all going on at the Green Room Community Theater there in Newton. Go ahead and go to thegreenroomtheater.org to get tickets, see showtimes, and all that good stuff. Back in good old Hickory, the Hickory Community Theater is running A Beautiful Star right now, and that is a bluegrass adaptation, I believe, of the Christmas Carol as well. So you can get your fill of those shows in the next coming weeks. At the Hickory Museum of Art, Harold Humphrey is being showcased right now. He is a local artist from right here in Hickory, and you can see some of his works on the website before you head on over there. Starting on December the 8th, A Grand Vision, Elliot Dangerfield paints Grandfather Mountain and Grand Canyon. You can go and check out those exhibits there at the Hickory Museum of Art through April. Upcoming events, music events here in the Hickory area. November 30th, the Cleverleys. Have you guys ever seen them? They're a 5-piece kind of a country comedy band. They're really cool to go check out. They're going to be playing at the Old Rock School in Valdez on Friday, November 30th at 7:30. On December 8th, the Hickory Music Factory presents the 1940s Christmas Hour with the Hickory Jazz Orchestra. That's a great production if you haven't been. That's also a good fundraiser for the Hickory Music Factory, so go check them out. The weekend of December 13th, 14th, 15th, the Christmas in the Village at Hark Square. Go check that out. Tickets are flying off the shelves for those. I believe the Friday and Saturday's already sold out, so Sunday is only one available. So you can go to eventbrite.com and get tickets for that. Music in the Mill series is still going on. December 14th, the Chatham County Line Electric Holiday is going to be playing. They're going to do an acoustic set, then an electric set. It's going to be a really good show. Hope to see you guys there. Also, Bela Fleck and Abigail Washburn are also playing at the Mill on January the 18th. So there's plenty of things to be doing in Hickory over the coming weeks during the holiday season. Go check those things out. McNally's going to tell us about lunch.
So where's Moose and Best Friends playing next?
Moose and Best Friends are playing at Catawba Brewing in Morganton this Friday night.
I know you said you had a packed November and December.
October and November were slammed, but we're slowing down a smidgen.
For the holidays.
Sure.
Well, good.
Yeah,
I
we
look
had a
forward
great
to seeing
time.
you there.
We had a great time at Thanksgiving at the tap room. We were able to collect a whole bunch of good
soup
for
kitchen
for the
support,
soup kitchen. Right. We got almost an entire shopping cart full from the folks that came to our show. So we appreciate everybody that came out for that, and all the bands that played with us that night. The Moon Unit and Ava Penley played with us, and it was a great night.
That's awesome.
Really
You do
good,
that for the soup kitchen.
Yeah, for sure.
Much appreciated.
Very cool.
So today's lunch adventure, we went to Parkway House on the east side of Hickory.
Side?
And Mary-Margaret, what was it beforehand? I'm not familiar with said locations.
4 peas in a pod. It was
Peas in a
a
Pod? It's near-
fantastic breakfast spot.
Okay.
Does not look the same, though. This place has completely been gutted and redone.
Okay, so for others, it's near the Geppetto's off of Springs Road. So we went there to check it out today. So this is actually, if I was reading it right, the 6th Parkway House location. It's the only one in Hickory. Opened up here early in 2018. They have other locations, Charlotte, Albemarle, Concord, places like that. I'm trying to figure out the best way to describe it. It is a meat and 3 meets a sandwich shop.
Yeah, it's good.
Meets a burger joint and a Greek salad place.
The last time we went to a place like this,
We shut them down.
we did. We shut them down.
I'm not shutting this place down.
Good luck just shutting this place down. This place was crowded.
Yeah. I'm not shutting this place down. It was. We did have a restaurant beforehand, Molly, that I'm of the ilk. If you have so many items to choose from, to me that just says you don't do any one thing that well. It's kind of hard. But this place, while it did have a very large menu, so Moose and I were there. We were there early. And by early, I mean we were there on time, and we were waiting for a half hour for somebody to join us.
That's me. That's me.
So what we did is we ordered we ordered appetizers, waiting for said guests to arrive.
What do we call them? Appetizers?
I think they're going to start a new menu item and call this appetizers. So we started off the day. Moose ordered fried okra as his appetizer.
Yep, it was delicious.
I ordered a big bad pickle burger.
That's what you had
Appetizer.
as an appetizer.
Well, I told them to hold the fries, so I think that should constitute that as being an
So it
appetizer.
wasn't a meal.
It was a full meal.
Just
it was
a
just the
sandwich.
burger. And so I call it an appetizer.
It was an empty plate by the time I got there.
I know. I was
so
trying to get her.
curious
She
what it
knew we were
was.
trying to remove it before you got there.
The plan was to eat an entire meal before Mary-Margaret got there and then eat again.
And then act like we were waiting for you that whole time and we were starving.
But what did I say as soon as I sat down and you tried to pull that lie on me?
You knew
Homie,
that.
don't play that.
I know way better. I know you guys way too well to know that that's
So
not
my
true.
appetizer of said burger was delicious. So it was 2 4-ounce patties. I don't feel bad. They're only 4-ounce patties. I mean, after it's cooked, that's not even a half a pound of hamburger meat as far as I'm concerned.
justification.
And so it was a big bad pickle burger, 2 4-ounce all beef patties, provolone and American cheese, mustard, fried pickles, lettuce, tomatoes, hold the onion, and ranch. So the fried pickle, the fried pickle made it happen. And I told Moose, you can have some things on, they try to add something funky on a sandwich or a burger, and you're like, it's either overwhelming and that's all you taste, or it's underwhelming and you don't even taste it. This was a perfect balance of cheeseburger and fried pickles in one sandwich. I was impressed.
It's a bold statement there.
It was fabulous. I would recommend it to anybody that likes hamburgers, fried pickles. Why get 2 things separately?
Why do it?
Eat it together. So that was our appetizer. Then our distinguished guest arrived, and we had our main course. And so I'll just go into mine before I turn it over. And I had the quarter baked chicken on rice.
This is exhausting.
With cinnamon apples, and I tried the fried okra based on Moose's recommendation.
Clean Plate
And-
Club too, dog.
Clean Plate Club twice today.
How is he still awake? That's what I don't know.
And so that's a good question.
He did
How
go
would you
through
bill
a,
him?
This could be
$16
weekend at
too.
Bernie's, and you don't even know it, that they're actually just propping
he
me up.
did go through a short stint with a nutritionist. So
2 weeks.
He's all
2 of the
good.
worst weeks of my life. I'm just kidding. Holly's the best if you need to go see a nutritionist.
She's super nice, but you did.
I wasn't committed,
Tell her
obviously.
to- yeah.
So why am I going
Tell
to
her
waste
to
her
take a
time
hike.
and my money? I mean, come on, let's be honest. But anyways,
You were committed to the calls today, though.
well,
I get
2019 is going to be a new me.
Oh,
in
is it?
2019. That's what I'm going with.
New year, new me.
Yeah,
Got
that's it. Thank
Got
you.
it. Okay. Great.
But anyways, back to our review. The quarter baked chicken was fabulous. It came with a little gravy. Rice was good. The steamed apple, the cinnamon apples were fabulous.
That's
Fried
important.
okra was awesome.
That's important. Steamed apples are
They weren't crunchy,
Right.
But they weren't soggy
and that's
mess.
what
It was
reminds people,
perfect
or at
little
least
balance.
me, of like my grandparents. I don't want people screwing that up.
No, if they crunch,
Out.
if they fall apart when you're picking them up,
Gross.
done.
Yeah.
These were on point,
Nice.
and their water was fabulous.
Oh, good.
Yeah,
You did
I
have
recommend it to anybody.
Did have the
well,
Have
if I don't.
dessert?
No, the lady asked me if I wanted some, though. And they have a nice little
thought about it.
refrigerator when you're walking out with all sorts of pre-made. I mean, all sorts. There was at least
Lots.
24 options of cakes and pies.
Did you get it like a peppermint or a thin?
Why are you saying I need one? Or are we?
No, I'm
Oh,
just saying at the end, because I feel like
To cleanse the palate?
No, I just like that Monty Python sketch where the
No,
guy
he went
explodes.
straight to the mic.
Yep, that's what I do. Professional.
Yeah.
Came here to.
He's trained. He's trained.
I'm here for the people.
Fans, though. We're doing it for the
I'm
fans.
here for the people.
That's for you, Hootie. Mary-Margaret, what'd you have?
There was a section of the menu that is their daily specials, and it's their lunch daily specials, which I enjoy on a menu. So on Monday, their specials were, which you got one of,
Oh,
but
yeah,
now
mine
the
was a
quarter
special,
chicken
yeah.
was a special. Their specials were also pot roast with vegetables, hamburger steak with onions and gravy, or country fried steak with milk gravy. What's milk gravy?
It's sausage gravy.
That's what you had on your.
It's like chicken and biscuits.
Just
Not-
a creamier.
No, that's white
yeah.
gravy.
What
yeah.
is that you're talking about?
Milk gravy on country fried steak.
Yeah,
I felt
it's just
like
milk-
what
it's
was
just
on
milk
mine,
flour.
too,
It's
was
just
milk
milk and
gravy.
flour and
Okay, well, I
drippings.
had like the looked like turkey gravy, where it's just
But it was
brown,
light.
whatever.
Yeah, it was light.
So anyway, I went with the Monday special of hamburger steak with onions and gravy, and what I did was put the gravy on the side and added mushrooms to my onions. So they brought me out a plate of mushroom and onions, hamburger, like steak
It
right
was
there,
legit.
and then I got the side of macaroni cheese and fried squash, which she recommended, the waitress recommended, and she was on point with all of that. I asked for recommendations on all of it. It was delicious. The gravy, I got to choose how much I wanted on it. The onions and mushrooms were grilled great. The steak was plentiful. Macaroni and cheese was creamy and cheesy and lovely. It was all really good.
I think it was a good choice today. Like McNally said, we got there a smidge early, and I had okra appetizer. Good, crunchy, not overly greasy, which is hard to find sometimes with okra, fried variety. I went with turkey Reuben. It was on rye. Good carved turkey. It wasn't like really thin. Sauerkraut was good. The Russian Thousand Island dressing was served on the side. I also had lima beans and green beans. So yeah, it was good. There was so many things on that menu that I wanted to pull the trigger on, and I couldn't. So it was kind of like game time decision when the waitress actually asked me what I wanted to eat. So the other things that they have cold plates. They have subs of all types. They have a Greek section, gyros. Do you remember seeing that? They had hot subs, salads, and almost like an Asian types part of a menu.
No, see, here's what happened.
I mean,
though.
it gets
That's the back
expansive.
side of the menu. The
Yeah.
front side of the menu is basically your family style, family kitchen food. It's the meat and threes,
Sure.
things on the front side of the menu. I personally recommend just staying on the front side of the menu.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
I agree. That was your meat and three side and your burgers and whatnot.
Yeah.
Yep.
So for some reason, the salads just go straight up Asian. It goes,
Very interesting.
yeah, very interesting. They use the term Oriental, which I don't think is PC these days, but we'll just take it as that. Oriental beef salad, Oriental chicken teriyaki salad, Mandarin orange beef salad, Mandarin orange teriyaki chicken salad. And you can get a hamburger steak there. So it's all kinds of stuff.
Again.
Yeah. And, I told you we didn't have to worry about that today because lettuce kills you these days. So we're not.
Lettuce spray.
We didn't have to go.
There was lettuce on my burger.
Oh, you're done. You are done for.
Oh, man.
So
I always thought it was a heart attack was going to get me.
Did you hear Molly?
What?
She says she knows a good funeral home.
Yeah, they're dying to get in there. People are dying to get in there.
I'm sure she's never heard that.
Ever.
Never.
Well, I agree. I think let's stick to the front side of the menu. Their feel of a little more upscale snack bar / Granny's, which we haven't reviewed on here yet. But if you guys ever get a chance to go to Granny's on like non-breakfast, it's very much like that.
Yeah. They also had a bar
on the other side, like a liquor bar.
A liquor bar.
Yeah, they did. They did, and they had an outdoor patio.
Yeah, fancy.
With like big tables and a little fire pit thing. It's weird, but whatever. I don't care. The food was
Parkway House.
The food was good. Yeah. I'll give my rating. My rating. I'm gonna go 8 out of 10 because of the menu being a little too overwhelming, and also because there's a little building inside the dining room.
What is that?
You do have a nephew there that cleans dishes.
I have a
full
nephew that
disclosure.
works there. Yeah, he's in high school, and his first real job is dishwasher at the Parkway House. But there's this little cabin like stuck on the wall. It's got a door and a door handle and a mirror on it, and I don't know what's in there. And that took off some points for me because there was no signage. And nobody offered for me to go in there.
You think it was like a private room for just like 2 people?
I sure hope not, because that was
like a romantic Parkway House dinner.
No, it was.
I think there's some piping, and that was just a very weird way to cover
Yeah, I'd take a point off
mechanical.
because I look at decor. So no,
Sure.
8 out of 10. But the food was delicious. McNally,
I was going 8 out of 10. I'm matching you on that. They lost a point because of that menu being too big.
agreed.
But the way you said it's a great way. Just pay attention to the front side of the menu.
yeah,
If
There
they
was
just had that,
plenty.
it might have gotten a 9. But
and there's plenty on that menu,
gosh,
that
yeah.
front side.
8.
Moose.
Let's tell us about your score.
4 out of 7.
Ooh.
Whoa.
Yeah,
That's
it was a
some
little low
dings.
for me today.
Yes,
Thank
Molly.
you.
About it.
Unprompted and
Is he always a 7?
Yep.
yes.
It's always a 7.
always-
okay.
Yeah, don't
Always
no. That's
7
not an
scale.
excuse. It's still
But yeah.
Yeah, always scale of 7 for
It's
Moose.
always-
So you
it's
got to
always
do
7.
math after you think of his. 4 out of 7 equates to blah, blah, blah. Yeah.
But
for normal
I'd eat
people.
there again. I mean, it's not like I would not eat there because of anything. But the
It's a 5.7 for the rest of us.
I think I flubbed by my order choices. I'd like to go and try some different food. But everybody that was there, what was really, really, I guess, a plus side is it was packed.
It was
There was
full.
so many people there, and
Yeah.
that's always good to see. And you get restaurants sometimes that open up in our community that try real hard and don't get anywhere because people don't go. Now this place, people were there.
Yeah.
And it was good service. The lady that was our waitress, she was super friendly. I wish I'd have called her name. She reminded me.
Breakfast,
of
lunch, and
my
dinner?
aunt. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Yeah. Don't put me on that, Amy.
So I believe, at least lunch and dinner, we know that.
Well,
so
now they're going to have people lined up for breakfast, so it's on you, Moose.
That's right.
great. Way to go. Well, I think it was an overall successful trip. It was on the fly. We had a couple other places we were going to go
Mondays are
today, and they
tough.
were closed on Mondays, but we will conquer those. Don't you worry. One last thing before we wrap up here. We want to give a little shout out to our favorite shout out. Who do we talk about every episode?
Our Bears.
Go Bears. Welcome to the 3rd round of the playoffs. You have now made it
The
through 2.
quarterfinals.
Yeah. Pretty amazing season. Went and watched the game on Saturday and was hoarse the day after because I was screaming so much. They actually won the game in the final minute and a half with a trickery and Hickory play.
Hashtag trickery and Hickory.
It was the reverse option flea flicker played just at the right time. Hashtag chronic time.
Yeah, hashtag chronic time. We appreciate him coming here.
So now the Bears head down to Valdosta State on Saturday and take on the number 1 seed, which will be a tough game, but the Bears are primed and ready. I think they're in a good spot to go down there and have a really good showing. So we'll all be watching on television, but there is going to be a bus, I believe, going from LR if anybody's out there interested on caravanning down there. I don't know. Because it is very fresh. Oh, hey, the game time is going to be at 1 o'clock, by the way. 2 buses are going to be available. First 85 people to sign up.
You're breaking news on the pod.
I am breaking news. Look at this. They have block of rooms available in Valdosta. Pretty affordable, it looks like.
The Red Roof Inn of Valdosta, Georgia.
Yeah, well, it's,
Keep the light on for you.
It's a bed. So, go Bears. Just wanted to say
Go
that,
Bears.
and hopefully the community is out. I've seen a lot of community out there support, which is a great thing.
Oh, for sure. This season I've seen more community folks this season than I have in a long time.
Non-LR
non-LR people, more like this is LR is your hometown team. That's right.
That's what Chronic wants. Yeah. Well, again, go Bears. Guys, thank you for joining me here again. Molly Bass, we're
Pleasure.
so excited to have you here.
I've had a really good time.
I hope
I
you come back.
I will. I'll just sit on that sofa back there and
absolutely. It's been done before.
watch y'all.
You come back on any show that you want. I'm sure you could add to any of them. And thank you for just shedding some light on the different things that the community does in the arts and how we can hopefully start to move forward and encourage people to do the same. And until then, if anybody has anything, Molly's on Facebook and she's got some great stuff. You just go find her on there. I'm sure she'll accept your friendship on there, and you'll see some nice inspirational.
Tell her you heard her on the pod.
Things. Yeah, you get a discount on Molly's Facebook page if you tell her you heard her here.
Annual membership's only $99. It's like better, cheaper than Amazon Prime.
It is Cyber Monday. All right, guys. Again, you've been listening to Street Circle Drive, the Hickory-centric podcast here on themesh.tv. Be sure to check out our website at themesh.tv. We do have a voicemail line if you wanted to recommend a restaurant, if you wanted to leave us some feedback. We can take any of your feedback and ideas for the next show. The number is 828-619-0048, or you can email us at info@themesh.tv. Of course, we have all the social media handles that you want, located on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter at themesh.tv. Lots of good stuff coming at you for the holidays. Stay tuned on what we got coming up next. But until then, say goodbye, boys.
Goodbye, boys.
Later on, Hickory Nuts.
You've been listening to The Mesh, an online media network of shows and programs ranging from business to arts, sports to entertainment, music to community. All programs are available on the website as well as through iTunes and YouTube. Check us out online at themesh.tv. Discover other network shows and give us feedback on what you just heard.